If your equipment's heavy, things just aren't fun. But if your equipment is really, really light, things become fun. So I'm going to show you my most lightweight, super lightweight tripods that I love. And I'm going to show you why. And actually, the one that I love the most is the cheapest one of all. And you're going to love that. I only use tripods when I film myself, when I'm doing videos of myself. And at home, I use the heavier cameras like this or that. And they use generally a little bit heavier of a tripod. But when I'm traveling, I use the most lightweight, tiny little camera possible that could take a video, which is when I use, lightweight tripods like that. And you're gonna love when you see when I travel, everything I take is like super, super lightweight and small, including my tripods, and you're gonna be amazed with what I get away with. So I hope this video inspires you and educates you as to what's available with equipment. I'm gonna start off with the ones that I think are just too heavy, even though they're not that heavy, but for me, anything that is heavier than a paper clip is too heavy. So I think you've already seen my video where I talked about the 8-foot, the 10-foot, and the 12-foot tripods. Put the link right here for that. So I'm not gonna talk about those. I'm gonna talk about the normal ones. A normal tripod for me is something that's at eye level. And of course, carbon fiber is a lot lighter than aluminum. Carbon fiber tripods are half the weight of aluminum tripods. So most of what I have is carbon fiber, and I'll give you the prices and everything. This one here, Manfrotto 535, it's a carbon fiber tripod, but it's still too heavy because it has this head on it. Now, I know a lot of you, because you make videos, you think you need a video head, a pan tilt fluid head. I never use these things, because I'm never doing this. I'm never panning and tilting. I set the camera on there and I push record and I film myself. It's just locked off. I don't ever unless you're following a car or an animal or an airplane or somebody walking, you never need a fluid head, although I have some. But the fluid head does help when you're setting up your shot. It's a lot more precise for up and down when you're setting up your camera angle and your shot. But other than that, I hardly ever use things. They're just too heavy. So I personally am not crazy about fluid heads, but even though I have some. This one here is a 504 HD fluid head, and it weighs 6.5 pounds. That's way too heavy for me. The actual tripod is 5 pounds. So when you put these two together, you've got a 12-pound thing, and that's just way too heavy for thing you're going to carry around. And this costs $900. It's just ridiculous. And by the way, this thing, you might be wondering what this is. I made a video about this. These are clamps that clamp onto the legs of a tripod, and you can screw anything onto here. A light, a microphone, or in my case, a table that I put a laptop on so I can laptop my whatever. Anyway, so let's move on here. So this one is just too heavy. I might give it away sometime. This one here is a little lighter. Actually, it's a lot lighter. But what I don't like about it is this. I don't like, tripods for me, let's say I have a camera up here and I have to adjust it. I'm basically adjusting the tripod with one hand. And so anything that requires two hands is just not for me. So this thing I hate about it is I never remember which direction I'm supposed to turn this thing, to make it. So even though it's a really lightweight, look, I thought I was tightening it, but I'm not, I'm loosening it. So I hate these turn things. I like these things here that you just clamp open and shut. But this one is really, really light. It's an Enduro CLT 303 stealth carbon fiber tripod. It's $429, really lightweight. It just weighs a little bit over 4 pounds, goes up to 63 inches. And it has a ProMaster fluid head on it. This fluid head's a Cine CH75. So this weighs 4.5 pounds. So again, this is 9 pounds. It's a really lightweight tripod, but it's still a little too heavy for me. Moving on. Now, Magnus makes some really good tripods. I really like these. This particular one I don't like because it's too heavy, again. The thing I like about these things is you can easily, with one hand, raise and lower. Anyway, so moving on. I just talk too much. Magnus Rex VT500. The reason people buy this one because it's a really good deal. It's $249. B&H sells out on these things a lot. They sell a lot of these things. It's cheap, but for me, it's heavy. It's 11 pounds with the fluid head. It comes with the fluid head, but that's too heavy for me. So I'm going to show you the Magnus that I do like. This one is an amazing deal. It's heavy duty, I like this one. It's actually not that heavy for the size and the heavy dutiness that it is. It's a Davis & Stanford Pro Vista 7518B with a V18 fluid head. The whole thing with the fluid head only costs $150. That's an amazing deal. It goes up to 64 inches. It does weigh 12 pounds, but I think it's a much better deal. It doesn't feel as heavy as these other ones for some reason. It's got the 2 grips, which I really like, so you can take one of those off, maybe lighten the load a bit. So again, this one's a great deal, 150 bucks. It's still not super light, but it's a great deal. I like this. So now we're getting to the ones that I really like. So those are the ones for me that are a little too heavy, and these ones are the ones that I really like. So starting off with this one, this is a favorite of mine. Now this is the Magnus I do like. This is and it's the #1 seller at B&H. It's a Magnus VT4000. It's a tripod and a fluid head combo that you can get for 159 bucks. Goes up to 59 inches, which is what this is. And it's really lightweight. And the thing I like about this thing is I love how with one hand you can just flick. That's it. This is how you adjust it. It's that easy with these little levers. I need one hand adjustments. I don't like things you turn or anything like that. So this is a great one. 159 bucks for the Magnus VT4000. Moving on to the next one, Manfrotto. You can't go wrong with Manfrotto. Anything Manfrotto makes is great. Now remember, carbon fiber is half the weight of aluminum. Once you've had a carbon fiber tripod, aluminum weighs like a brick. It's so heavy. They sell out a lot of these ones at B&H. It's a Manfrotto 290 Extra carbon fiber. The legs are only $290. I have on here a ProMaster Specialist SPH 20 fluid head. It's a great little basic fluid head, and it's good for just all around basic up and down, left and right. It's smooth, it's great, and it's small and it's lightweight. The fluid head only weighs 14 ounces. That's why I like it. It's really light. It's only 90 bucks for the fluid head. The legs are $290 carbon fiber. So this head with these legs is $380. That might be a little expensive for some of you, but it's really lightweight and it's really, now aluminum again is twice as heavy. Costs less, but it's twice as heavy. The aluminum legs are only $220, but they weigh 6.5 pounds. But anyway, so this is a great one here. Here's another one, Manfrotto. This is a little more heavy duty than this one. This is the 055, and I have 2 of these. I use the 055 carbon fibers for my C100s, the Canons. I'm using the Xpro 3W pan tilt head. This is a great pan tilt head. You can use it for video, panning and tilting. It's a great head that I use a lot. It weighs 2.2 pounds, costs $170, and it's by Manfrotto. It's the Xpro 3. I have 3 of these things. They're really good. As you can see, I use them with my C100s. Now, the carbon fiber legs are $550. They go up to 67 inches. The legs are a little over 4 pounds. The head is 2.2 pounds, so that makes it a total of 6.5 pounds for this head and this tripod, which is half the weight of those ones. Now, here is a 055 aluminum one. I haven't even taken it out of the box. I got it. Now, it's cheaper, but it weighs twice as much as these. I'm not even taking this out of the box. I can already tell this is too heavy, so I'm going to give this one away. And I'll just wait till the end of the video, I'll tell you how. And I got this, but I'm going to give away the Xpro ball head also that comes with it. This thing here, I don't really like these ball head mounts because, I don't know, I just don't like them. I don't want to get them. So anyway, moving on. Benro, this one is so lightweight, I can lift it with one finger. Look at this. This is so lightweight, it's amazing. And it's great because it's got the levers you can, it's heavy duty. This is a TAD 37C Series 3 Adventure tripod. Carbon fiber, $309. Not a bad deal for a heavy duty tripod that goes up this high, holds up to 30 pounds. It only weighs 3.5 pounds. It's great, 300 bucks for this thing. Really lightweight. And that's heavy duty. You can put anything on this thing. All right, now we're getting into my favorite ones here. I got 2 of these things. These are the same thing. This shaft goes up and down. It's a Manfrotto 290 Light. That's a 290 Extra. This is a 290 Light. These things weigh only 4 pounds. They go up to 57 inches. They come with this head, which is really great. This is a great, and the heads collapse. In other words, you can make them collapse like that. And 4 pounds for the whole thing, the head and the tripod, 57 inches up, $154, great deal, and it weighs nothing. This one I can lift with one finger also. So these two are great. I love these two. Now, my most favorite one of all is this one. This is my most favorite. I love this thing so much. I have 10 more over there, and I have 2 more on the ground and 3 more upstairs. I just can't stop buying these things. I love this so much. This is my favorite tripod of all. This is the, actually, you know what? I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Look how tall this thing is. It weighs nothing. I mean, this weighs literally, I mean, it's like paper. It weighs nothing. It has aluminum legs, plastic moving parts, but I'll get to that in a second. So here's some smaller ones. Here's the Travel 4 by ProMaster. This is a good travel tripod. It's really small, it's lightweight. It only weighs 34 ounces, which is like 2 pounds. And when you extend it fully, this is how tall it gets. So that's not bad, that's eye level. So the Travel 4, this thing is $49, goes up to 60 inches. It's the ProMaster Travel 4. And it collapses really small. It's really lightweight. So this is actually, I got a couple of these for traveling, which is really good. So if you're traveling, I highly recommend this one. I mean, that one's my favorite. This is my second favorite one for traveling right here. And then there's the Travel 1. Now this one is really small. It goes, now we're getting into the flimsy department here, but it's good for, I mean, this is how tall it gets. It's not that tall. And it's kind of, I mean, it's all right. It goes up to 43 inches, 20 bucks. I mean, if you want a secondary lower to the ground tripod that just holds a little pocket camera, you know, 20 bucks for this thing. It's the ProMaster Travel 1. But let's get to this one here. This is my favorite one. This one is the Exit XT72 TRB. I'll put the links below for everything. 72 inches. This is taller than me. This is 6 feet tall. 29 bucks for this thing. 2.5 pounds, which, like, look at this. It weighs nothing. And when it collapses, and the thing I like about it is not only is it tall, but it collapses really quick. Easy to use with one hand. And it has a leveling bubble on here, and it has a leveling bubble here, and it has a quick release. So you can put your camera, you can buy several of these quick releases and have one for each camera and just put it on there. Now, of course, I mean, I've had a A7 III with a Sigma 135 on here. That was really pushing it, but it held. I mean, it's only plastic up here, but I mean, for traveling, I don't take really heavy cameras. I hand hold on my still photography stuff. So the only time I ever use these is for video. And like I said, when I travel, all my video cameras are really lightweight. So anyway, 29 bucks for this thing. I've got 10 of these that I'm gonna give away to people. I just love these so much. Now, keep in mind, before you get excited and you start emailing me your name and stuff, this is to me a disposable tripod. This is not heavy duty. This will not last you 10 years. It's great for traveling, and if it breaks while I'm traveling, I just leave it at the hotel, and I don't feel like I served its purpose, and it's no big deal, and I feel like, you know, it's great. It did its job, and I'm thankful. 29 bucks. I mean, come on. I mean, so if you take care of it, it might last you. I've got some of these that have lasted me 3 years, and I use them a lot. I love it so much because it's lightweight. It gets super tall. If you take care of it, it'll take care of you. But again, it's plastic parts. All the moving parts are plastic. The legs are aluminum. But the thing I like, the most important thing to me when I travel is lightweight, and that it gets really tall. And I mean, look at this, how quickly I can open up these legs. Look at that, fast. And then of course, this. So I love this tripod. I don't sound very professional today. I'm just talking in little bits. Sorry, I'm not a professional talker. I'm just whatever. Anyway, here's my thing. I love this tripod. Here's some other ones that I have. Most of these I don't use. I don't like them. Like, this is a Manfrotto. It's really cool. It's got all these fancy features and everything, but it's too heavy. I never use it because it's too heavy. I don't like this one because it has the turn things, and I never remember which angle to turn it, and the turn things just aren't good for when you're using one hand. I like the clicky things, like you flip like that. This one's a neat color. I bought it because it's a cool color. But it's heavy. It's heavier. I mean, it's not super heavy, but it's heavy. So most of these, I've gone through a lot of tripods, but again, the most lightweight possible is what I go for. So I hope this helped. Again, so my favorite ones are this one here, the Exit 72 inch. I'll put the link below and I'll give away 10 of them here in a minute. I'll tell you that don't start emailing me right now, just yet. I like this one. I have two of these, the 290 Lite. This is a great heavy duty one. Oh, just watch the video. I'm not gonna go over everything yet. But these are my favorite ones. Those ones are too heavy, and I love this one. I really like this one because it's just more, I don't know, this is like the traditional tripod. It has the double legs and it's easy to use, and it's great for the somewhat bigger cameras. So anyway, so these ones here, go to marcuspicksfreebies.com. It'll tell you what you need to do. Follow the instructions, and I will list the winners in the description box below. If your name is on there, you've got it. If 10 of them are taken, they're all spoken for. And please do not email me while I'm not giving stuff away. I get emails every day from people saying, "Can you send me this? Can you send me that? Can you please send me this? I'm creating a orphanage for kids," and I mean, it's like, oh, the stories I get are unbelievable. Do not ask me for free stuff if I'm not giving it away right at this moment, please. All right, anyway, so I hope, so there's my little tripod piece. I hope this helped. Oh yeah, and this one here. This is an expensive tripod, actually. Brand new, never out of the box. The legs alone are $300. The head is probably 100 something, 200, I don't know. So there's 500 bucks right here. Who should I give this to? Ask for one of those or this, but not both, and don't say whichever's available. I hate it when people go, just give me whatever's available. Do you want this or do you want that? That one's more of a travel thing. It's really lightweight. This one's more heavy duty. This will last you forever, but it's heavy. This is not a travel tripod. This is more for just using in your studio. I'll give this one to the 5th person that asks for it. I'll put the name down below. If it's taken, stop asking for it. Those ones there, I will just, the first 10 people, I'll just list it below. So that's it. Anyway, I don't want to drag this out. I hope this inspired you. I love tripods as much as I like light stands and all other, I love equipment. I just love, lightweight equipment. I don't know, I just like, and I won't stop going through things until I find what I like. And I share that with you because that's what I'm about, is to share my experience in photography, because photography should be fun and entertaining and just something that keeps you out of trouble. So anyway, subscribe, tell your friends. That's it. I love this one. Look at this. This is so lightweight. I love this.